Good morning. Good morning. Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. Celebrating today. I know there is so much going. It's so exciting that we're able to be out and about today, that we're able to visit with family. I mean, I've been watching the reports on people traveling, and it is absolutely amazing with the numbers that are out there of people that are traveling. It is fantastic. Welcome back. Now, I just wanted to let you know that this is a jacket that belongs to my son, so that's why it's kind of big, because it's an extra large. And it was given to him many years ago by two very dear friends that are no longer with us. They have transitioned, and bless their hearts, we love them dearly. And we would spend, not necessarily Christmas Day, but an evening during the Christmas season to celebrate. And it was always so wonderful to do that. And it's actually a flag, ethically done, of course, but it is a flag material. So I have to say it has to be 25 years old, maybe 30, something like that. But as I said, it's an extra large. So it's nice and big and roomy and wonderful. So here we are. Hey, Rose, I'm so glad you're here on this holiday weekend and actual 4th of July. So please comment quickly, because I'd like to get you down for a card. And I am on my phone, so sometimes there is a delay with seeing that. Okay, yay. Rose, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, this is Tim's jacket, Catherine. So I have Rose and I have Catherine. Okay, and he didn't, and I thought he might want to keep it at his house to use, because he is in the social studies department, and there was a time that he was teaching American history. I thought maybe this would be a good thing, but I got it instead, and I actually used it when I was teaching. So it is a beautiful day here. We are sort of in and out of clouds. It's going to be a typical Tallahassee day, hot and humid. That's just the way it is. It is July. So here we go. The sun is in Cancer. It's giving us this wonderful feeling of family and being together. And it's a beautiful water sign that brings up those wonderful emotions. The moon is in Taurus. And this is a beautiful balance to that. I love Taurus. Well, I have a Taurus moon, so that probably is why I'm saying that. But Taurus is that grounding, that wonderful feeling. It's ruled by Venus, so it's that wonderful feeling of expansion and beauty, even with that earthy grounding. And the moon is joining Uranus today and squaring Mars in Leo. Mars and Venus are both in Leo, so it's putting up that square. And we are having what is called a T-square, which I mentioned before, because we have Saturn in Aquarius. So we've got all of that developed. And in fact, for one of my clients this week, I was reading her chart because she was wondering, like, I am just feeling this stress and this tension, and I can't figure out what's going on. Well, besides the fact that she has a Scorpio rising sign, the day that she asked me that, it was at the exact degree of the 4 planets that are opposite each other, making a grand cross. So here in her chart, it looked like this, with the planets opposite each other and squaring each other. At the same time that there's that tension, there's the tension that gives energy to move forward. It gives energy to create. And so we get to choose what side of that energy we want to use. And right now we have a T-square, which is similar, not as intense as a grand cross, but we have that T-square that's creating that. It's unsettling energy, especially involving Uranus. And it is the 4th of July, and we are going to be out and about, and there's going to be things happening. So the best advice that I can give you is just be safe and be careful. That's all there is to it. I mean, things that we would practice anyway, but it is a holiday. This is a weekend of a lot more accidents, and so we're going to be in a place that those things aren't happening around us. That's all there is to it. The most important thing, we are awakening to what is important. We've had a lot of time to think about this, and the energies out there are supporting us awakening to what is important. And any of this discomfort in that energy leads to clarity, because it's allowing us to shed what's no longer important, recognizing what is important so that we can move forward. So all the more reason to say, Happy Independence Day. Declare your independence. Declare that freedom. Embrace it, because it's personal freedom. We have what we know within the Constitution and our laws for our organizational freedom for our country, but we also have that personal freedom to be, do, and have whatever we choose. And that's what we're going to embrace in this reading today. And that's what I really love about this. Most importantly, appreciate where you've come from. Embrace it, love it, so you can do the same for the future and what is to come. Because by appreciating where you've come from and what you've accomplished so far, it just gives you that power to move forward into the future. And you've got this. You've got this. Well, there is a special July, and I love this one because this reading really kind of relates to Raiders of the Lost Ark. The first movie was in 1980, I believe. And so now, 40 years later, we still have Harrison Ford, acting in as Indiana Jones, and we still have all of these things going on, but we have our own need for adventure, and especially now that we're feeling more freedom. So I love this adventure reading. So I guess I'm feeling that this month. I'm feeling the freedom. Hey, Lisa. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is my son's jacket made from a flag, ethically done, of course, made from a flag, Lisa. So I have you down because you are the third person. So I'm so happy that you're here. So here we have then this reading today is Discover Your Independence and where you seek that freedom. And that, of course, even though it's not listed as a special for the month, all you have to do is say, I saw that you did that reading. I want to have it for me. I want my own personal reading, and it will be half price. The other reading is Life is an Adventure tarot reading. And again, it's using the symbols of Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones series, like the boulder, especially for Raiders of the Lost Ark, the boulder and the fedora and the whip and all of those, to discover how that relates to your freedom, your own invitation to freedom. So, and it can be a need or desire, however you want to put it. It is wonderful. We have Tarot Flow on July 8th. That is similar to the online tarot gallery reading, but with the extra of the oil blend and the intuitive oil reading and blend that Angie Reed does, who is the expert in all of that. And the online tarot gallery reading, which is a subscription. You have a 1-hour reading for $14.95 a month. A 1-hour reading on my website is $197. So it is a bargain. Plus, you get the extra added bonus of the magnificent people that are part of this. There are so many people that are there that the energy is always high. And the intuition and insights, it's always high. So I know that you'll love both. And both are a bargain for all that you receive for that. So, Catherine, if you wouldn't mind commenting about that, because you're a part of both, I'd love for you to do that while you're there and let people know, especially our last two, online tarot gallery reading and tarot flow, were like off the chain, unbelievable. So let's get in to our tarot reading. Okay, let me just get set up here. Okay. All right. This is called Declare Your Independence reading, and it's going to be 10 cards. So what I would like you to do right now is think about, just hold on to the beauty in your life. And if there is anything that pops up that is preventing it, that is preventing you declaring that independence, even if it's just a little bit, it doesn't have to be totally blocking your way. It doesn't have to be that. There can be some little thing, most people have been working hard on who they are and who they want to become. And in doing all of that work, pretty much it's like dust in the corners that we just want to clear out and not be dealing with any longer. So if there are some things that, whether it be habits, thoughts, behaviors, repetitive or addictive behaviors. Hey, Michelle. Good morning to you. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. This is great. So we're getting ready to start the reading, Declaring Your Independence. So just kind of think about one thing. I want you to hold that one thing that you're just thinking of, you want to let go of. And it's not something that's bad. It doesn't make you a bad person. There's no judgment in this. It's something that's saying to you, you know, my life would be freer, would be more independent if I just learned to release whatever that happens to be. Whatever that happens to be. Whatever it is, that little thing, big thing, it doesn't matter. We're going to go and have it be addressed. And again, if you want this reading just for yourself, normally this would be, can be a half an hour it's a half an hour reading for $97, but it will be $49 for you. All you have to do is say, I saw you do it on Facebook Live. I want my own. I want to find out just for me what this means. Okay, cards are shuffled, and of course I'm using my go-to deck. Look, I even found red glasses. I mean, how better can that be? A flag and red glasses and red earrings that my friend Rita made. So here we go. And I'm watching 2 dogs this weekend, so I'm having a wonderful time. Catherine was over yesterday with Ruth, and she got to meet Griffin and Lucy. So here we go. Summary card comes from the bottom, goes off to the side. So now we have 9 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, first card. And by the way, I do this with myself, and I also do it with you in readings, that if there is not enough clarity within the one card, I will draw another. I will not draw 5 more cards, then it just muddles everything. We don't want muddling, we want clarity. So here we go. First card. Why is it important to declare my independence right now? Why is it important to declare my independence right now? Okay, here we have it. Isn't she beautiful? This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is the Queen of Wands. Sorry. Hello, I don't even recognize my own queen because she's the fire queen. This is the Queen of Wands, and I love her because it is important for me to have that freedom of spirit. It's important for me to live my passion and my purpose. Whatever this is that's bothering me right now, is standing in my way of that freedom and living my purpose with the true passion and power that I know exists. What is that? What is that desire that I have that I'm just allowing this one little thing to stand in my way? Wands is the fire sign. It's about spirit and passion. And your own inner spirit and passion. What is, and sensuality. I mean, it's about feeling it, actually feeling it. So she's beautiful. And talk about feeling it. Look at the size of her hand in comparison to the rest of her. It's sort of out of proportion as she holds a cat still. Now imagine that. And of course the cat, Leo, that's all in there. But it's about what is holding me back for living my true freedom of power and passion and purpose and pleasure. Let's not, it's the Leo queen. So Leo rules the 5th house of the zodiac, which is the fun house. So it is about what pleasures are out there. Second card. What are the negative effects of my old pattern or habit? This is the Princess of Pentacles. Notice that now we're into the earth signs. What are the negative effects is that I can't manifest. I can't bring into being what I truly desire. Notice she's holding the coin, disc, or pentacle, whichever word you want to use for it. So she's holding that, and she's holding the shaft of wheat, which is true abundance. So I can't do these things if I'm allowing something to block my way. If my thoughts or my actions or my repetitive behaviors or old habits are blocking my way, I cannot live in true power, pleasure, purpose, and passion. And I don't want to give that up. I want that for my life. So that is why I want to declare my independence from this, and you fill in the blank. Card 3, what lessons has it taught me? that I can now leave behind. This is the Ace of Cups. Whenever we have an ace, it's new inspiration, new beginnings, the first step in any project, any process, anything that we're doing. This is step one. It starts with that inspirational thought. So this is cups. So it's about emotions. So if this is what lessons has it taught me, it's taught me that it's time to release it. Notice it's overflowing. That means we have all that love inside of us, that self-love especially, because that's one of the things that's really important and has come up a lot with my clients currently. And especially after COVID, I mean, we're learning to live with ourselves differently, where we kind of ignored ourselves because we were so busy. Now we're living with ourselves and things come up that we need to address. Now I'm learning to love myself more, love myself to overflowing. It's taught me that some of that stuff that I was worried about, some of that stuff that I did allow to hinder me no longer exists. I'm letting it flow away. It's moving away. And it's moving away with love. Notice the dove. It's about peace and love. So it's all these things. Yes, I'm not beating myself up about it. I'm not saying I'm a bad person because I think this or I've done this or I want this or whatever it happens to be. There's no judgment in it at all. This is about loving yourself and actually, in a sense, loving it away. Because once you love yourself enough, those other whatevers that we're talking about today to declare our independence from don't exist. They kind of fade away into nothingness. And that's what we're looking for. What positive effects will come of my independence? This is the Nine of Swords. What positive effects will come of my independence? There'll be no more nightmares about this. I'm not going to be worried about it. And I always love when this happens. And I still get amazed by it. But I'll speak about a card before, and the card following it speaks to what I just was saying. So this is about, don't beat yourself up because of negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative whatevers. All it takes is loving yourself enough to know that that's not real. When we speak to ourselves in that way, or we have behaviors that treat ourselves in a negative way, that's not real. What is real is the beauty in you. What is real is how powerful and wonderful you are. And once that is understood, all the rest goes away. There's no need to be telling ourselves, oh my God, look what you did. You know, here it is, the holiday weekend, and yesterday was your first party, and you already had a cookie and 3 brownies. Oh my God, what are you going to do today? No, we're not going there. Enjoy every bite. Enjoy it as a celebration, because it's not a permanent thing. Come Monday or Tuesday, whenever the holiday parties start or the vacation ends, you'll go back to whatever is happening. It is not worth that negative effort to yourself and what it does negatively to your body and your mind and your spirit to speak to yourself that way. So this is about, I'm giving that up. Card 5. How can I come up with a new plan or routine? I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. This is the Six of Cups. This is about childlike behavior, childlike wonder, childlike enjoy everything. Make it a game. Make it fun. Make it whatever it happens to be when you say, I want to get rid of this. Make it a game. I've done that lots of times with my spending, with my budget. I made it a game to challenge myself to see, okay, so this week, and this way I didn't feel like I was in a state of lack or denying myself anything. I made it a game to see how long I could go without buying whatever. I mean, who knows what it was. It wasn't food or anything else. I wasn't depriving myself of being healthy. It was just a silly game that I made for myself. Whatever it happens to be, make it a game. Make it fun. Don't make it drudgery as you beat yourself up, like with the chains of punishment. No, we're not punishing it at all. Yes, make all of life a game, Michelle. I love that. All of it is fun. Make it fun. enjoy every step, every breath, every moment, every single part of it. I get so much pleasure out of, and I don't have my own animal anymore, but I get so much pleasure. I've got Griffin here on the floor beside me, and Lucy's out guarding the door. And just so much pleasure out of other people's animals, because I'm Nana to those dogs. Hey, Pamela. And I can love on them and do all this wonderful stuff and then give them back. But I get joy out of that. It's not a drudgery or whatever, and I get paid for it, so that makes it even better. And I love it. It's so much fun. So what today? What can you make something fun? What something can you make fun, however you want to say it? What is fun for you? Or what is not fun right now that you can make fun? Think about that and relate it to whatever you chose for this reading that you want to see gone. Relate that. How can you make it fun in releasing this habit? And most of the time you make it fun by focusing on the positive, wonderful things about you, including loving yourself enough. Okay, card 6. Who supports me? I also like not just who, but what, because who includes you, and it starts with you. Who supports me? This is the Princess of Swords. My creativity supports me. My ingenuity supports me. My inventiveness, and we can relate this to childlike wonder and behavior and how we're making life fun. How can I make it fun? What kind of crazy weird thing can I do? Of course, it's not going to hurt anybody else. It's going to make you laugh. It might make some other people laugh. Who knows? What can I do what creative, wonderful, fun thing can I do? Maybe it will involve other people. Maybe when this position is who supports me, yes, it's you, but maybe this game that you've created, this game in life that you've created involves other people. Why not? This is about fun. This is about enjoying it. And that's what this card is. How can I reward myself for the change? Oh, you know what word I'm going to use, because you know I love this word. Celebrate. Celebrate it all. Celebrate the foundation that you have laid for the future. This is what this Four of Wands is about, because it is that passion. It is that power and purpose, and it is that fire. Your own inner spirit. You are now celebrating who you are. You're laying the foundation for the future. What do you mean in the future? It means that when something comes up again that you're going to maybe speak negatively about, or there's a behavior that you did that you're not happy about, or something, whatever it happens to be, you already have the foundation to know that it's a game. I'm going to laugh at myself. Boy, I do that a lot. And it's actually a whole lot nicer to laugh at myself than beat myself up. So laugh, have fun, enjoy, and celebrate. You know how passionately I feel about this, that we do not choose to celebrate ourselves and who we are. We don't have to be, the GOAT of anything, the greatest of all time. We don't have to do that. In our own minds, maybe, and that's enough to celebrate. I love that card. Okay, another 4. Here we go. What should I focus on as I forge a new direction? And I really like this card. And this is another 4, because it's about that foundation. And this is the 4 of Pentacles. And this is usually called the Miser card. But I'm not using it this way. This means that if you have focused on an intention, you have focused on a behavior that you want to have to change for yourself, do not share it with the whole world. Just do it with yourself. If you have a support group there or a couple other people you're working with, fine. But don't go out there and say, I have started my new diet tomorrow and I'm going to lose whatever you want to, whatever this happens to be. It doesn't matter. I have, because I love working with Tasha Chen, and I have been part of her program before. So I have her manifested boards. I have the one for money. I have the one for the decade. I have the one for my business. I've got all of these here, and my why is Teddy all over the place.
And I was having company here Friday night after our, not this Friday, but the Friday before, after our dance performance. And someone came in because I grabbed an extra stool to sit around the table. And they went, oh, and they said the amount that I had on my manifested board, like, what are you thinking? It had that kind of tone of voice. That's why I don't share. Because, and I knew in my mind, he had no idea what that meant. And I wasn't challenged by it. I didn't feel less because of it. I just knew that he wasn't in the same place. And that's okay. And that's perfectly all right. What this is saying is, you are the power and strength to make this happen. You don't need anybody else. Later on, if you want to, when you're feeling stronger about it and you're feeling more successful and have greater clarity, great. Do that. But for now, keep it to yourself. And I also am an Abraham Hicks listener and wonderful, love Abraham Hicks. And that's also one of the things that she talks about, he talks about, they talk about, is don't share. Just hold it to yourself and know that it's possible. Know that it's possible. Thank you, Rick. This belonged to Tim. It was actually a wonderful gift from Janet Marie for him, and he gave it to me. That's why it's so big. It's actually a flag. It's wonderful. Hey, Benita. Yes. Card number 8. What should I focus on as I forge a brand new direction? Okay, this is the 8 of Wands. That means that idea that you have is brilliant. Focus on it. Keep it going. And it has nowhere to go but expand and get bigger and develop that momentum that makes it happen. That's what this card is about. That's what this card is about. It's about allowing it to happen with that positive idea, that positive mindset, that positive way of doing things. All you have to do is hold that vision, and it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whatever that is that you're working on to release, that you're declaring your independence from, hold the vision of your being that powerful person that you are. The summary card, 2 of Cups. I love this card. This is totally about love. Now, this shows a couple in terms of romantic love, but it also relates to, in order to attract a person into your life that you really want, you have to be what you really want. You have to have those qualities within you to attract them. That's what this card relates to. It's, again, about self-love. Again, it's about, I have to be the caring, wonderful, loving person that I want to attract. And I have to be that to myself. How you treat yourself is how you show the world how you want to be treated. And this card relates to that as well. I love this reading. Again, declare your independence reading. That's what we just did. If this is something that you want your very own just for you, just let me know, and it is half price for you. Along with the fact that we also have the half price special for this month. So let's do cards. All right, and I'm using, again, the Spirit Song Tarot, which I love, okay? And this is the same person that does the Joie de Vivre deck that I use for the Connect with Joy reading that I love to do. The Connect with Joy reading, that's for an individual, or you do it with another person, whether it be a family member, romantic partner, business partner, it doesn't matter. It really brings out in how well you communicate and relate to each other. And it's been really exciting when I've done it, especially with couples. And it's really, and the people, especially the couples that do that reading, are the ones that already know they have a solid relationship and they just want to make it better. And that's what that reading does. And the other is, if you do it individually just for you, again, you know who you are and you just want to make relating to you and how you feel and experience life better. So it's about connecting with joy. So again, Spirit Song Tarot. I love this one. So first we have Rose. Okay, let's shuffle these. And again, I'm into my animals this at this time. This is, you know how I do that. So And especially now that I have 2 dogs, and I'm bringing Griffin and Lucy to the dog sitter. Well, actually, it's doggy daycare while I watch another dog. So it's fun. Here we go, Rose. Okay, we have the 2 of crystals. This is the fire sign. This is about balance. And the other word is adaptability. I love that. In order to find balance, you have to be able to adapt what's happening around you. And that's going to be a daily thing for you, I think, Rose, and all the things that are happening in your life right now. So this is the 2 of crystals. Again, I love this because this is the kangaroo. Balance and adaptability. And I know, and I'm feeling right now, Rose, that you're seeing it in more ways than I have shared, and more ways that are more personal to you. So that is confirmation that the direction that you're on right now is perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, let's move on to Catherine. Let me shuffle. Benita, I'm so glad you're here. I hope everything's going well for you. I love the reading that we did together. Okay, one more time because I've got to get these settled. All right. Okay, Catherine. You're going to love this. This is the air sign. And this is 5 of feathers. And it's called strategy and resilience. Don't you love that, Catherine? Oh, wow. I'm feeling that one being absolutely perfect, on target, especially after yesterday and all the things that we talked about. Strategy and resilience. And that affects everything. I'm feeling it personally and professionally for you. Strategy and resilience. And just thinking about how it relates to your tiny house, how that's been quite the journey, and strategy and resilience is keeping it going. Because you're amazing. Wow. I love that card. Love that card. Okay. Lisa. There we go. One more time. Okay, Lisa. Here it is. Oh. The 7 of acorns. And acorns, oh my, is determination and stamina. This is the earth side. Determination and stamina. And this is, it looks like a squirrel, I think. Oh no, it might be a skunk. I don't know what this is. Determination and stamina. If I'll have to look it up in the book to get the exact animal, but it doesn't really matter at this point. Actually, I think it's an otter. Yes, it's an otter. Determination, I like that better. Determination and stamina, Lisa. So it's about holding to that purpose, holding to that vision, holding to that goal. As you're in transition and making changes, you know, it's like, you know where you want to go, and getting there you may not have all the details right now, but hold to it. It's about keeping up your energy. Stamina to me relates to energy as well. So keeping up that energy, and determination being focus, because you already know what you want, and all the pieces are falling into place. All of the pieces are coming together for you to actually arrive there. Ooh, I love that card. 7 of acorns. Really, really nice. And I want to do one more because I really do love this oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck, it's an oracle deck. And it is the Spirit Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. And this is one of my favorites. So I want to just shuffle these real quick. We used them yesterday when Catherine and Ruth and I met. And it was they're really special. So here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, this is the one that we drew yesterday too. This is the Lion Spirit. And I love this, of course, being a Leo, double Leo. Be generous of spirit. Be generous of spirit. Don't be afraid to be generous with yourself along with others. This card relates to taking care of you in order to take care of others. Be generous of spirit. Wow. I really, really like this one. Be generous of spirit. And the card that was on the other side when I split the deck, is, I know it's a vulture, but it's nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. So these two cards, being generous, knowing that nothing is wasted. A kind word, a smile. It doesn't have to be money or food or gifts or whatever. You don't have to give a thing. Anything of your behavior is not wasted. And that's why it is important to be generous of spirit, because nothing is wasted. Wow, that's a strong message for today. Well, keep in mind the reading. Today's reading, I know, I love these. I know, aren't they beautiful, Bonita? Keep in mind the reading, the Declare Your Independence reading, is half price. Just say that you saw me do it today and you want your very own. And you may want your very own Declare in your Life's an Adventure reading. Sorry, getting my readings mixed up. Life's an Adventure reading. And it has the symbols of Raiders of the Lost Ark and how it addresses your desire for adventure. How are you going to pursue adventure? In what way and what is important to you? And those of you that have done readings before know that it always comes out in one way or another. And of course, just like today. So I want to thank you so much for being here. I think I've covered everything. And I did the readings. I did that. Okay. Next week, we're going to talk about an astrological event. And I will be doing that next Sunday. The Sunday after that, thank you, Catherine. The Sunday after that, I will be traveling with Tim and Teddy. So I will be talking about July and your money and how it affects your sun sign. But I will be doing it by video. So please allow me to do that, because my precious time with my sweet little boy is so important to me. And we're actually going to be at Golden Palms. Gaylord Palms in Kissimmee, and it's like a water park, and it has different atrium pertaining to like the climate of Florida or the whatever. So we're going to be spending 2 days there, and I really want to have all of it with them. So I'm going to be real selfish that Saturday, July 15th, and just let you know that it will be by video, but there will be content there and something important, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm leaving on July 13th. I'm taking the red coach. I've never done that before. I won't be driving, because then Tim will eventually have me and Teddy back up here in Tallahassee, and then he'll drive home with Teddy. So I figured I'll try that, because driving usually is 8-ish, 7.5 to 8-ish. So that's what I'm going to do. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I'm so glad that you were here. Thank you, Bonita and Lisa and Rose and Catherine and Ruth. And thank you so much for being here. And Rick, I really, really appreciate your being here today. And again, happy Independence Day. And remember, joy has your name on it. Thank you. Have a great Sunday.